What is good, my Rags and Fitness people, my Rags and Fitness folks, my Rags and Fitness fam? It is your man Rags, back off up in this thing, and when I tell you I'm up in it, I'm talking about I'm knee deep, all the way off up in it. For all of my weight loss journey people, keep God first, it's very important. Keep your head to the sky, shake all of the haters off. And for all I'm a Christian Tide football fans, can I please get a roll tide roll, baby? Hey guys, as you can see, Rex got on the old Nicholas Saban practice hat. And when he's got on that practice hat, you know it's some good news to be spread all over the world. But before that, I want to tell you guys, thank you for subscribing and liking. And I want to tell you guys, if you're on the fence, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Hey, stay tuned to Rags to get your latest recruiting details, your latest recruiting news. And you also get some Alabama Christian Tide football news and a lot of the NCAA football news too also. So hey guys, just stay tuned with Rags. But to all of my Alabama Christian Tide football fans, this one's for you. Guys, we have been sitting up here congratulating everybody else for getting their recruits. Now guys, it's time to congratulate ourselves. Give ourselves a pat on the back and say, hey guys, we got us another one. And another one. Guys, we got us an inside offensive lineman. We are packing it up, guys. We got these guys right here in the interior. The nasties is what I like to call them. These are the guys that create havoc right here. These are the guys that make the way for the running backs that's running those inside draws, those inside plays. These are the guys that pave the way for these quarterbacks when they want to do quarterback sneaks and maybe get that inch on fourth and inch, on first and inch, on second and inch, third and whatever. These are the nasties. These are the guys that get the push. And guys, we got us one today. Mr. William Sanders. Let's talk about it. Here it is. Mr. William Sanders. He's an inside offensive lineman. He's 6'3", 290 pounds. He hails from Brookwood, Alabama. Class 2024. He attends Brookwood High School, right? This guy right here. Now, all of this information is according to 247 Sports, right? He's a 3-star. He has an 84th rating, 121st inside offensive lineman, 63rd in the state of Alabama. But 247 also had this thing called composite rating, right? And the composite, he's a 0.89, whatever that means, 397 nationally, the 24th inside offensive lineman, and the 21st player in the state of Alabama. That's the composite overall, right? This guy was recruited by Appalachian State, Cincinnati, Duke, Florida State, LSU, just to name a few. And Alabama went in and nabbed this guy, grabbed him. Now this guy is right in our backyard, and we can't continue to let these guys slip away from our backyard. So we got us one. And this is one of the guys that's gonna help us build that offensive lineup, because we know we have Mr. Julian Sand. It's going to be coming in class 2024. Not only do we have Julian Sand, we're going to be having a lot of guys getting experience and leaving maybe 2-3 years from now, going to the NFL. And we want to have somebody protecting whoever's going to be our quarterback, right? And we want some guys to get behind Mr. J.C. Latham and Booker and all those guys, right? And learn the ropes. And these guys right here that we're getting here, Mr. Ionata, Mr. Sanders, and everybody else that we're getting right, these guys are going to learn from some of the best. And they're going to be nasty guys. They're going to have time to grow, right? This guy right here, let's talk about it. Let's see. He got an offer from Alabama June the 2nd. He got an offer from LSU the same day. Mississippi Bulldogs, they offered him the day after, June 3rd. And William said officially visited the Duke Blue Devils on June 16th. He visited the North Carolina State Wolfpack on June 23rd. So these guys was offering him around about the same time. This guy sat down and he had a conversation with somebody in the interview, and he told them that he wanted to be a SEC football player. So with all the Duke and the North Carolina State and all of the Appalachian State, all those people that was recruiting this guy, it was pretty much null and void, because he had it made up in his mind that he was going to be a SEC football player. And I'm not a mind reader, but another thing that may have been in this guy's mind the whole time is he was going to play for the University of Alabama. I mean, growing up right there where he grew up and played for Brookwood High School, this guy has Alabama probably all around him. And that's all you've seen, right? That's pretty much the whole write-up on this guy. He's got a little tape here. We'll play that for the time being. But guys, this guy right here, man, probably pretty much had Alabama tattooed on his heart from a childhood. You know, I don't know who in his family is a fan of Alabama, but a lot of us Alabama people, we grow up being Alabama fans, right? And I grew up in a time where Alabama wasn't so good all the time. You know what I mean? With recruiting these young men right now, Nick Saban is one of the long tenured coaches in the SEC. He's here to stay. He's going to be here for a little bit longer. We all know he's getting older, and we all know, I don't care if you're an Alabama fan or what fan base you with, they all taunted us with it. Hey, Nick Saban is going to be gone one of these days. Well, guess what? Nothing lasts forever. And even your coach, no matter who he is, he's going to be gone one day. But that's neither here nor there. They always ask us, who's going to be your next football coach? We don't know that yet. That's sometime in the future. We're worried about the present, because guess what the present is? This is where the process takes place. It's right here in the present, not the future. The future, we're looking at the outcome. We don't want to look at the outcome. We want to look at the process. We want to know that we got some guys that's willing to take the standards of the program, put it on their back, right, and ride along with it. And when it's their time to leave, because you must leave, you must pass on that process, that legacy. Let these guys know, hey, what you are inheriting from us, it's in safe hands. You're gonna have to take care of this program. You're next up. And that's what the process entails, right, guys? When we're recruiting 3-star players like this guy, you best to believe that it's been some research that's gone on into this guy. They've watched the film on this guy. They've seen how nasty this guy is. They know that he's a pulling guard. He can pull, he can hit, he'll lay these guys out. He can get to the next level. And guys, this is what we need on that Alabama offensive line. We must protect what we have: Ty Simpson, Jalen Milroe, Tyler Buckner, our incoming Julian Sand, all of the Eli Holstein, Lonergan. We must protect our house. Under Armour style, we must protect our house, and our quarterback is our house. That's it. The line is the foundation. The quarterback is that house. We must protect it, right? Guys, with all that being said, we're still looking forward to more recruits coming to the University of Alabama. When are we going to get that one recruit that's going to shock the world? Because it always happens. It happens every year. It's going to be that one recruit that's going to choose the University of Alabama over that school that everybody said he was going to go to. The prediction machines and the crystal balls and all that stuff, these guys already have these guys pretty much going to these schools. It's going to be one recruit. Now, Mr. Nick Saban is going to pull out the hat that everybody think that, you know, this guy's going to be headed to the SEC East. This guy's going to be headed down to the ACC. This guy's going over to the Pac-12 or the Big Ten, but he stays and he goes to Alabama. Who is that big-time recruit going to be? Is it going to be one of those Buford kids out there? We have a lot of Buford talent. Buford, Georgia is what I speak on when I say Buford. Buford, Georgia High School. We have a lot of that talent on our roster right now. So what that means is these guys can come back and recruit the guys that's going to the Buford High School right now. We know the other school that's in contention with all those Buford kids, and they got a lot of those guys too. But hey, it's going to be somebody who we're going to pull that no one expects us to pull. And that is going to be when everybody starts talking about Alabama again, which I'm not really concerned about everybody talking about Alabama, because history tells it, when we're not talked about that much, when we are least expected to perform and do right, that's when we perform at our best, ladies and gentlemen. All of my Crimson Tide fans, all of my Crimson Tide football fans is out there wondering what's going to happen, just let Mr. Nicholas Saban show you how the process goes. Everybody's talking about him. Mr. Paul Finebaum is saying bad stuff about him, about the SEC Media Day. He wasn't that exciting. And he have even some of these Alabama fans sitting here questioning, they repeat it. And I don't care what nobody say about me being an Alabama fanboy. If that's what it is, well, be that as it may. But I'm telling you right now, these guys are coming and they're going to come real strong. Like I said, Mr. Paul Finebaum, the media talking head right now of college football when you go to the SEC Network. This guy has you to believe that Mr. Nicholas Saban is pretty much done right now as we speak. He's not really coming to the media days and speaking the way that he's supposed to speak and do it. I guess Mr. Paul Finebaum wants this guy to get up there and ride in on the elephant, right? And he wants this guy to do flips. He wants this guy to do all kinds of stuff. But Mr. Nicholas Saban is just telling you about his rendezvous, his vacation that he took out to Italy. That's all he's talking about. He's talking about visiting the Ferrari plant. He's actually being a lighthearted Saban. And that's okay for media day. But what we need Mr. Saban to do is when it's time to go to practice, when it's time to develop these players, that's when we need Mr. Nicholas Saban to be Nicholas Saban. All of this media day crap and all of this stuff that's going on in the media, you can have it. Who won the media? Who cares who won the media? Ask Mr. Paul Finebaum. He'll tell you. You know what Mr. Paul Finebaum is called in my culture, is in where we come from? Well, I really can't say it because it starts with a oh, I really can't say that either because Raz is trying to do better with himself. So listen, for all of my people out there that's worried about the Alabama football team, I think all of my Alabama football guys who really watch football, we're not that concerned. Of course, we're looking for a quarterback, but we know we've been in this situation before. Of course, we got new coordinators, but of course, we've been in this situation before. But what I will say is this. You guys don't have nothing to worry about. Old Mr. Nicholas Saban is on his high horse. He's riding in, and we're about to take some SEC championships, and we're about to get in the playoffs, and we're about to win us another trophy. And we're just going to add to the trophy case, and that 2025 class, 2024 class is going to be good too, but the 2025 class is going to be nasty. Because guess what? A lot of these kids, they like to go to the school that's just won lately, recently, or whatever you want to call it, and that's the school that they really pile on to. So guess what? For all of my people that think we're gone, guys, it happens. I've seen it happen year in, year out, the years that we don't win and they say we're gone, and we've done this before. We even did this, I think, when A.J. McCarron was there. I don't think. It was one year, I forgot what it was. We lost like 2 or 3 games. But listen, with all that being said, guys, old Rex got to get up out of here. And I'm gone already. Yeah, y'all.